Hey there, hi there, hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to day 18 junk journal with me. Before I get into this one, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. So today is June 1st, which is of course the first day of Pride Month. I am a member of the LGBT plus community and I'm a very proud person, so Pride's gonna be all over my socials this month. So for Pride Month, something that I'm doing for my pen pals is I'm making each one of them a watercolor Pride print. This is the first one I finished, and I know it looks a little messy, but that's okay. Life is messy. I love these little squiggle rainbow patterns. I don't know. They bring me peace and joy. So I just thought I would share it over here. Set this to the side. Now the other thing I want to show off, if you watch, shorts or you're over on the Instagram or YouTubes, I made this journal cover yesterday. This was a just traveler's notebook insert that I have had for, at least a decade. A long time ago, I was really into bullet journaling, and Michael's at some point had a clearance sale where they had tons and tons and tons of these traveler's notebook bullet journal inserts on clearance, and I had gotten like 20 of them, right? So like slowly over time I've been using them up, finding purposes, and I figured I had one left that had no purpose. I figured my Pride Month prompt challenge would be the perfect use for it. So it came out looking very rainbow bright, which I adore. I'm in love with it. I am in love with it. So if you didn't watch the short, this is just acrylic paint, a little bit of duct tape, and then Mod Podge to seal it all in to keep the acrylic from cracking and breaking off over time. I have painted covers before, and I have found always that using a sealant like Mod Podge is the best way to go with painting a cover, be it watercolor, be it acrylic. Just seal it in, trust me. It takes, maybe an hour to let the sealant dry. But this journal I will not be working on in long form videos. So if you want to see the progress of this, check out my shorts, check out Instagram, same user, check out TikTok, same user. I will be posting all of the Pride content as short form content, and then when I finish the month, I will come back in a YouTube video and do a whole flip through. So that's that. Let's get into today's journal with me. So I do have some junk. I opened a new pack of foam brushes, and I was getting other stuff ready for my pen pals. And every year, American Greetings is at Pride, and they're always giving out tons of cards. Like here's some of what they give out every year. So just all sorts of Pride themed cards. Just super awesome stuff. But this is wrapped around a set of cards, and so I took it off. I'm like, I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna trim it a little bit. Y'all, I used my scissors on the duct tape yesterday. I should not have done that, because now they're like, y'all know that feeling, that kind of stick. Oh, it's not a good feeling with the scissors. Hopefully they'll be fine. Well, we'll check back in with the scissors. So, okay. That is now trimmed up in a usable way. This, I think I'm just gonna tear. Yeah, It was creased so nicely that I could just tear that in half. Okay, let's get into this. This makes me giggle now every time I look at it, that I had to literally tie it down. God, that is hilarious. Here's yesterday. I'm so happy with this collage still and how this came out. It's so simple and sweet. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Now for today. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we can't have that issue, y'all. Pulling out a paper clip. I can't handle the issue of my page flopping left, right, and center. Okay. So this is a spread for yesterday the 31st, because I mentioned today is the 1st. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna do a little collage on this side because I don't love the advertisement. Just dropped a piece of paper. So I think I'm gonna pull out what I was using yesterday for collaging and just kind of go for broke, go for gold. Y'all know the phrasing I like to use. We're just gonna make something out of nothing because that tends to be the most fun. Yeah, making something out of nothing. So y'all, something I think I want to mention in this video, so the short that I uploaded here on YouTube, I uploaded to all my accounts, right? Instagram, the TikTok, all the places. Just cause like, why not, you know? Why not have a little bit of content everywhere? So I was laid in bed last night, just checking out the notifications I had gotten. And lo and behold, who liked the little video on Instagram other than the one and freaking only, y'all, Thrifty Day. Y'all, now I tell you what, y'all, I was literally laid out in bed crying. Literally crying that Leah not only saw my content, like scrolled across it, she watched it, she liked it. Like, that was literally like heaven came down and said to me in that moment, hey, you deserve a good thing. So yeah, so if you're a Thrifty Day fan, just know Thrifty Day also really enjoyed that journal cover that I was just showing off. Gosh, y'all, that was, talk about like being invigorated to make content. I mean, Leah is just such an inspiration. Such an inspiration. So is, okay, let's talk about my inspirations here. Okay, because I have a few. All right, Jessica Paper Terrace. Such an inspiration. She does such amazing work constantly. She just released a little golden book collection for May. It's like travel themed. And oh my gosh, just some of the cutest stuff. Just some of the cutest stuff. And her content, I love her content. I love her tutorials. I love joining her live streams, being part of the chat. Yeah, I'm big into the live streams, y'all. Big into the live streams. It's become my new thing, is watching a live. Yeah, so Jessica at Paper Terrace, she is so inspiring. Obviously her like aesthetic is a bit different than Thrifty Days, but I love it. I love that vintagey vibe that she goes for with all of her work. Let's see, who else? Oh my gosh, Jess at Love Rain Journals. Oh my gosh, so inspired. She doesn't upload as much on YouTube, but when she does, y'all, I tell you what, I rewatch those videos like 3 to 4 times each. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Miss Jess over at Love Rain Journals, but she is just, I don't know. She inspires me in such a different way than anyone else. Her art is so unique and fun, and I just love it. I just love it so much. Who else? Who else is a big inspiration? If you know of Brit Creates, which is a, I believe, Etsy shop that sells digitals, on the design team, there are a few women who go live on TikTok all the time, and they are just such an amazing group of women. So shouts out to Jeanenne, shouts out to Dee, shouts out to Valerie. All three of those women, I've been in their lives in the past week, and I adore them. I really just adore them. So, all right. I'm gonna get started with these junk pieces. I'm gonna trim this one down a little bit, just because that's a real wide sheet of paper for that little logo. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that. I don't really feel like rounding the corners, so I'm not going to. That would involve reaching and getting my corner rounder, and you know what, some days just aren't meant to do all that extra work. So yeah, if you were ever curious who inspires me, those are like my biggest inspirations. Thrifty Day, Paper Terrace, and Love Rain Journals are all on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. The women from the Brits Create design team, being Jeanenne, Dee, and Valerie, I only know of them on TikTok. They could be other places. I just haven't found them there yet. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Take it as you will. Do with that knowledge what pleases you. Yeah, if you're into the live streaming journaling content, y'all, check out Instagram more often. Check out the TikTok more often. There is always someone live on one of those two apps doing journaling content. Not necessarily over here on YouTube. I've noticed that over here on YouTube, there's just not as much live journaling content, but check out the Instagrams, check out the TikToks, check it all out, because there's a lot of people going live and doing some seriously amazing stuff. And you know what, maybe you're just a lurker. Maybe you're someone who just likes to put on a video and watch it. You don't want to feel like you have to comment. Don't feel like you have to comment on a live. Literally, you being there is like magic to the creator. Just your viewership. So, yeah. I've been super into lives, if you can't tell. It's been like my thing lately. I'm pretty content with this side. I'm just gonna start taking all of these bits and doing something over here. I want this to be like at the center. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna tag all those creators in the description box so that if you don't follow them and you're looking for who I could be talking about, it'll be easier for you to find. I will also, so not only am I going to link the YouTubies, I will also be linking the Ticking of the Talks, as well as the Instagram. If you are on the internet, on the medias, and you're looking for who to follow, I'm going to link everyone below, because they all deserve shouts out. And also Paper Terrace, she just hit 89,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I want her to get to 90,000 so badly. So like, if me tagging her in the description helps her get even one subscriber, then y'all, I'm doing it. I think everyone in the journaling community should be watching Paper Terrace, but that's me. That's just me. That's just my opinions. So yeah, I'm just having fun throwing stuff. Oh no, that did not stick down. If you can't tell, y'all, my allergies are killing me today. Actually, the last couple of days, but that's okay. That's okay. We live, we breathe, we move along. Is that gonna stick down? Yes, this time I think it's gonna. Okay. I'm like looking around like, where did that other piece go? Where did it go? Okay, here's another fact. My favorite comedy TV show of all time, of any comedy, even movie, right? My favorite comedy, anything, is Schitt's Creek. If you've never seen Schitt's Creek, I recommend getting your little butt over to Hulu or over to Amazon Prime Video and watching it, because oh my goodness, that show is so silly. And it's one of those shows that I could rewatch 3 times in a year, still keep finding new jokes, still find every joke hilarious. Y'all, Schitt's Creek, it is such a good show. And if you don't watch it or you've never seen it, man, do I recommend just taking some time out of your day to not take life so seriously and watch a little bit of Schitt's Creek. I recommend it. So, okay. I don't want to fully trash these pieces. I'm going to cut off the little rainbow bits and add these on somehow. Y'all, I need to like grab some acetone and clean these scissors. Y'all don't even understand. So yeah, if you love Schitt's Creek also, let me know down in the comments who is your favorite character. My favorite character is definitely Moira. Everything she says is fucking hilarious. It's just everything she says. Everything she says and does in that show. God, it makes me laugh. But I love every character. I don't discriminate. I'm not one of those people who has a favorite character and then every other character sucks in my head. No. They're all perfect. But Moira is the most perfect. So I'm just going with little bits of tacky glue, and I'm just gonna throw these in literally wherever. Because why not? Right? Right. I will say, y'all, I have been having the best time filming these videos in the mornings. So I do these either like before I start my day if it's a weekend, or if it's during the week, like before I go to work. And it has been such a nice way for me to just kind of de-stress for a bit mentally, kind of zone out, just kind of live in the moment, not be so online or whatever. Or whatever. It's just been really nice. Alright, y'all, we're nearing the end of this spread. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones that I'm pretty happy with how this is coming out and that I'm not going to want to do much more to it. Okay. I'm just going to go on the other side. Oh, I can't pick up this piece of paper because it's so small. Okay, there we go. Woo. Okay. See, it's not much of a spread. I really didn't do a whole ton, but I really love it. I think it's so simple and yet stunning. And all I really did was use some junk, finish using up some papers that I had started to use in a collage. And yeah, we're gonna get a label. Uh-oh, dropped a jump ring. I don't know how that got there. We're gonna give it a little tear. Save the rest of it. Do one of these. And then y'all, oh my gosh, we're like 2 seconds from being done. So sorry for the sirens. I live right next to a fire station. So sometimes y'all are just gonna have to deal with the fact that there's sirens because I live right next to a fire station. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. So, as the last day of May, getting into the next month, kind of, right? Like themes are mixing together. We got the pride theme mixing with the vintagey collagey theme. I love it. I love it so much. I know it's kind of silly and simple, but it's bringing me a lot of joy that none of this went in the garbage and it all went right here on the piece of paper. Oh my gosh, yeah! So, if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Oh, let me make my thumb actually up in the frame, not sideways. Feel free to subscribe down below if you want to keep seeing journal with me or art in general content. Feel free to comment down below if there's anything different that you would like to see that's not on my channel so far. I look forward to hearing from y'all, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!